Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back to those who are subscribers. Yes, and if you are new here and you have found my content, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get more content from me and see what's happening in the sky of astrology. So first, okay, I'm going to share with you the current planetary movements in the sky right now. So here you go. Well, it is 11:31 p.m. here on the west coast of the United States. God bless America. Yeah, we need it. Okay, enough of that. Let's get back to the planetary movements in the sky right now. Venus is almost at the end of its travels through Sagittarius. It'll be in Capricorn in, about a day or so. Let's move this ahead. Yes, November 11th. Venus moves into Capricorn on the 11th. 11/11. So, yes, that's Monday. So starting Monday, the new week. Okay. So, yes. I just decided to jump on YouTube, just make a random start a random video. And here we are on the Monday, the November the 11th, when Venus moves into the sign of Capricorn. Mercury is still in its detriment in Sagittarius. The sun is at 19 degrees of Scorpio. Well, actually, at this time anyway. So yeah, not everybody has the midheaven in Scorpio, so discard that. We're moving on to the nodes. The north node, this is the south node in Libra, the north node in Aries. We have only 2 more months of the nodes in Libra, in Aries and Libra. So 2 more months of that, and Librans and Arians will be Aries placements, Libra placements. You will have a reprise or a relief because these eclipses were harsh on you. Mars in Leo. And then we have Jupiter retrograde in Gemini. So yeah, actually, we're going to start with, all right, yeah, then I'm going to do all signs. And then we have Uranus at 25 degrees, Algol. This is the asteroid Asclepia and Hygeia. Chiron in Aries, the North Node. Neptune at the last degree, going retrograde now. It's at 27 degrees. The moon is getting closer to Neptune on the 11th. So, yeah, and Saturn is still retrograde in Pisces also. And then we just still have Pluto at the 29th degree, almost getting out of there in about 8 or 9 days from Monday. Pluto will be moving into Aquarius, where he will be for the next 20 years. Yay, you Capricorns. You've had it rough with Pluto transforming your Capricorn. If you're a Capricorn, any Capricorn placements, transformation has been quite exciting, transformative. Yes. And bringing and cleaning up all that crap that's needed to be let go of to bring something new. It's the death and rebirth card, or yes, death and rebirth card in the tarot. Venus is bringing love in tangible ways starting November 11th. So interesting stuff here. So now we're going to go to all signs. And I like doing that, but yeah, let's see. Okay, let's start at oops, okay. All right. Hmm. Okay, let's see, move that well, let's start to Capricorn, why not? Okay, Capricorn, since Venus is in your sign, you will be feeling good, looking your best, and putting your best face forward. And yeah, beauty is Venus in the first house is about you. So you'll look great. You'll be putting on the best your best clothing to be, yeah, and your makeup will be, if you're a woman or a man, actually some men wear makeup too. So you'll be looking your best, Capricorn. Pluto will be moving out of your sign very soon, Capricorn. Yay, you. And this is the asteroid Oculus, which will pass over. Saturn is in your third house, Capricorn. Of siblings, there's maybe a delay or something going on with your aunts, uncles, cousins. And it could be bring a spiritual thing too. Saturn will bring some uh possibly some restrictions. Boundaries may be needed to be placed here too. We have the moon temporarily for a couple 2.5 days. Well, we're almost halfway there, so by the 12th or 13th, the moon will move into Aries. Then we have the North Node in Aries. Yes. Chiron. This is Hygeia. Yeah. And then yeah, Asclepia. Okay. Uranus. Well, some unusual things are coming up for you in your creative house, the house of relationships, casual relationships, the house of entrepreneurial endeavors. And it's a conjunct algol, but that's okay. Actually, it's not on an angle. Algol is not on a major angle for you, Capricorn, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Then we have Jupiter in the sixth house of work. daily routines, pets, and taking care of the things that you need to do to just be and survive in this life. Jupiter is bringing abundance here. It's retrograde and it's also detriment. So, but Jupiter brings, wherever Jupiter lands in your chart will bring a lot of abundance and a lot of blessings to you in this sector of your life. Okay, well, moving on. Cancer, okay. Leo, well, with Mars in Leo in your eighth house could be bringing up some things for you, Capricorn, about other people's money, other people's even your spouse's money. Could be cutting or severing or even taking action or doing things to cut a loan, making a deal with a credit card company or an agent who's given you a loan. Like it has to do with other people's money. So yeah, credit cards, loans, inheritance too. So yes. Okay. And moving on to the sun in Sagittarius in your 11th house. Well, the sun is definitely bringing some joy and happiness to your friend zone. The groups you are affiliated with, groups or organizations you join. And then we have Mercury in the 12th. Could be bringing up the Mercury in the 12th in Sagittarius could be bringing up some philosophical ideas and things from the past, or hidden enemies could be talking behind your back too, with Mercury in your 12th house, Capricorn. So yeah, either you're making back, or you're dealing with doing back end deals with people that are not seen in the public's view also. So yeah, as Capricorn. All right, thank you, Capricorn. And good luck to you, Aquarius. Aquarius. Well, let's say Venus moved into your 12th house. Aquarius. You're ruled by Saturn, Aquarius. Oh, yes. Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn. And so is Aquarius, ruled by Saturn. But for Capricorn, Saturn was in the 3rd house, having to do with local stuff and yeah. So, and for Aquarius, this is in your 2nd house. Saturn is in your 2nd house of dealing with money. You may have to keep a tight rein on your finances and make some boundary decisions on spending money. And okay, next for Aquarius, we have the moon is in your 2nd house too for a short time. And yep, actually Hygeia here in your 3rd house with Chiron. Hygeia is like cleaning up the stuff in your local neighborhood, or maybe cleaning up some thing with your clearing up something with siblings, aunts, uncles, and cousins. And then we have Uranus in your fourth house, bringing some unusual things to your home and revolutionary things too. Uranus is shock and awe and surprise, or brings revolution. Like an getting an aha moment in the fourth house for you, Aquarius. Okay, and then we have Jupiter in Gemini in your fifth house of creativity, fun, enjoyment, um, taking risks, having a good time. Jupiter is expanding all of that. Even though it's in Gemini, Jupiter still expands and grows and makes things bigger, and in a good way, could be even bad way too. So then we have Mars in your seventh house in Leo, bringing charm and debonair qualities in your partner. Your partner may be debonair or dramatic too, bringing drama. Mars in Leo brings the drama too. So could be a good, yeah, there's both a positive and a negative side to everything. So yeah, actually, we would like to stay to the positive side of things here at this channel. And yes, I do mean everything. No negative comments, they will be deleted. Thank you. Alrighty, by me personally. And you will be, yeah, there's a lot, yeah. We'll get into that in another video. All right, thank you. And then the sun, well, it's shining bright on your career and your public's persona, your um uh how you're seen in the public eye. The fourth house is the home, and it's a very like private. Fourth house is private. 10th house is like everybody can see you. Everything about your 10th house career is in the spotlight, literally, with the sun in Scorpio in your 10th house, transiting your 10th house. Now we have Mercury in Sagittarius in the 11th house of friends, benefactors, groups, organizations, things you're affiliated with, even could be humanitarian groups that you're involved with. Venus is in your 12th house. So some could be some hidden love, or someone from the past, or a friend or a relationship from your past can come up for you. Even a thought of a partner, of someone from the past, can come up for you, Aquarius. And Pluto is still at the last anaretic degree of Capricorn in your 12th house, also bringing the last culminating thing to end, and bringing new things into your personality when Pluto moves into your first house on the 19th or something, or 20th of November. On to Pisces. Pisces rising, sun, moon, stelliums. Well, the 11th, we have, let's see, Jupiter is your ruling sign. That's in the fourth house. We have Saturn, the moon and Neptune all in your first house, Pisces, bringing a lot of emotional things. Well, with the moon here just for a couple of days, the moon is bringing up some stuff for you. Saturn has been in your sign forever and will be moving out soon next year in 2025. And then we have Neptune here is like bringing some spirituality to your personality, or it could be bringing something delusional or delusion of some type part of your personality too. But we're not going to go there. We want to stay positive. It's spiritual. It's going to bring positivity to your personality. And the nodes have been affecting your second and eighth house of money and other people's money for you, Pisces risings, especially because, yeah, the second house is Aries and the eighth house is Libra. These eclipses are over and we can clear this all out. And when we move into next year in January, the middle of January, when the nodes move into Pisces and Virgo for you, it'll be a focus on something different of the first and seventh house. So let's move on. For you, Pisces, Jupiter is in your fourth house, bringing abundance and blessings and a lot of joy into your fourth house. Even though it's in Gemini, it is retrograde, it's still doing what it's done. Jupiter still does what it does. It brings abundance, it brings blessings. He brings the gifts that you deserve to your home. He's the Santa Claus of the zodiac, bringing gifts and things like that. Mars in your sixth house is, well, Pisces, you're probably either taking some action in your health routines or daily routines, cutting out some bad habits or severing some bad habits you have, Pisces, which is a good thing, Pisces. Yes, cutting out that alcohol, possibly, and or any cutting out, like, yeah, or yeah, actually this is like, yeah, working on you, building up, taking action on a health routine. Maybe you're going to the gym, or I would join a gym if I were you, Pisces risings. Yes, it's a great time to think about your health for now, for a while. We go to 7th, then the 8th. We went through the south node, went to the nodes. That's Vesta. This is the Vestal Virgin in your 8th house, bringing some positivity here. This is the fixed star Spica, whatever, however you want to call them. In the fixed star, it's a fixed star It's always in Libra. Let's see, what else is there? We have the sun in your ninth house of other people's cultural backgrounds and other and travel, book publishing. Yeah, the ninth house has a lot of things going for it. It's the house of travel. It's the house of other cultural um beliefs, seeing other culture, how other cultures live. And she could be, it may change your belief system, looking at all these things in other people's backgrounds, in their cultural beliefs, in their spiritual beliefs, in their um, cultural beliefs, yes, and philosophical beliefs. So, yes, it's the house of God, religion, and philosophy, the ninth house, bringing up all of these things. Maybe if you're atheist, you could become a Buddhist, who knows? Or you may change your religion. You're like, oh, hey, this is pretty cool. I want to do this. It's interesting, yes. And then the Mercury is in your 10th house. You'll be um communicating with your um well, yeah, actually people in your social, no, social, well, status, your it could be status, and this could be the status quo, or it could be a, because it's the highest point in in the sky where Mercury is. It could be all about your career, could be about your public image. So yeah, people may be talking about you, or you may be talking about how you are. Could be gossiping too about your public image too. So be aware of that, Pisces. Um, Gemini, I'm sorry, Mercury rules Gemini, yes. But Mercury in Sagittarius kind of exaggerates things, tells tall tales sometimes. And it's very philosophical and Sagittarian, yes. And then we have Venus moving into your 11th house of friends, benefactors, the money that you acquire from the or the yeah from you that you acquire from your career and your a group you could be involved with, Pisces. I'm sorry, this Pluto rhymes with Virgo. Pluto. Pluto at the 29th degree of Capricorn in your 11th house may have been transforming the groups and organizations and the types of friends you associate with. All right, moving on to Aries. Oops. Aries, sun, moon, stellium, and especially rising sign. Well, for you, Aries, it's been it's been an interesting ride for you for sure. With these eclipses that are just ending, when the nodes move into your 12th house and 6th house next year in 2 months' time. So all this, the eclipse, yeah, the eclipses will be out of your way. And moving into the North Node in the 12th and the 6th house, concepts or ideas that are going on for those houses. All right, we have Uranus in your 2nd house of money. So maybe you may get a surprising bill in the mail and be like, oh, I forgot I had to pay that. Or, oh, I got some interesting money. So yeah, actually, it's good. Aries, you may want to play the lottery. Some shock and awe could happen for you, Aries rising, in your 2nd house of finance and money, and it could even change the way you are your voice, the voice of your personality could be changing. You could change the or if you're a writer, you can probably writing in a different genre or a different form of writing, or a different, like if instead of writing the first person, you might be writing in a different uh, voice for your writing, like um second person, uh or third person, or even omniscient, uh the narrator narrating the story. So yeah, lots of change here. Jupiter in your 3rd house is bringing some abundance to you and your family. Well, your siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, that part of the family, and your local neighborhood. So lots of abundance, blessings, and gifts are coming your way in this sector, the 3rd house, with aunts, uncles, cousins, and neighbors, neighborhood, and short distance travel. Mars is in your 5th house of fun. We're gonna have some fun. Yes. And Mars may also cut and sever some kind of something that a creative project could, like, that you're working on, could have some, like, you're or actually you're cutting or cutting away some, like, some type of creative project that's on hold, and that you need to take care of other things, do other things, like having a good time, having fun, being with your um or even children. Actually, you could have some do your with children, the 5th house, and entrepreneurial things going on for you in the 5th house. Aries rising. All right. And we're moving on. There's the South Node in your 7th house. So yeah, the 7th house and the 1st house have been going through a lot for you this year, and it's clearing out. The eclipse season is nearly over. It's done, complete, and we can move on from there. And the sun is bringing up some mystery, some deep, dark things. The sun in your 8th house could bring up some deep, dark things here. We have Lilith here too. That could be bringing up some dark things too. Yeah, in your eighth house. But Juno is not bad. Actually, she will help. This asteroid Juno will help when she moves across. But the sun is going deep into the depths of the soul and your psyche, psychological things, traumatic things may be coming up for you here in the eighth house. Even the 12th house with Saturn here to be bringing up some things in for the short time that the moon is here, and Neptune could be bringing up some spiritual things too from the past, or things that you have been, or even dreams. You could have prophetic dreams with this combination of planets, with the moon and Venus and Neptune here, very prophetic dreams coming to you, and downloads. Saturn may bring up some things too here with the eighth house. So yeah, that's an interesting combination. And then we have Mercury in the ninth house, which is opposing Jupiter from the third and the ninth. And then mutual reception, because Mercury is in Gemini's, in Jupiter's sign, and Jupiter is in Sagittarius's sign, which is a mutual reception. So and they can see each other across the way. They can make negotiations. They can talk to each other, maybe shouting at each other across the way so they can hear each other, but they see each other across the way and they're in mutual reception. But yeah, this could bring up a lot of things for you from with siblings and travel and cultural, other cultures, and long and short distance travel, and the ninth is long distance travel. And also, like, yeah, communicating about, maybe you are writing a blog about your travels, a travel blog, or a writing, or actually even communicating about cultural differences and things could be possible. Aries rising. And then we have Venus in your 10th house. Well, Venus is bringing you all the tangible things in Capricorn, Venus in Capricorn, very, very diplomatic. And Venus really doesn't want to be diplomatic. Well, Venus is very diplomatic, but she does not like to be a leader. Venus likes to just be enjoying herself and being pampered. Well, she's taking charge here in the 10,000. Actually, you will be taking charge in your 10th house of your career, your public persona. Everyone will see how well you're doing in in this public sector of your chart, where everybody sees you. It's the highest point in your chart. So let's see, Aquarius and then Pisces. Yeah, we went through Pisces, went through these. These are going to bring up some deep things that are like hidden from you, or that other, or what else? All right, yeah. So yeah, okay. Moving on. I already covered that anyway. So Okay, moving on to Taurus. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, and well, especially, and stelliums. Especially, this is for Capricorn, and I'm sorry, Taurus rising. Uranus here, probably changing your personality. You're probably more energetic, bubbly, um, and less conservative with Uranus in your chart, in your sun, in your first house, Taurus. And then we have Jupiter bringing abundance. You probably um, make sure that his credit cards are balanced or balancing your financial bank account. Your bank account is, yeah, balanced. Overspending here could happen. Bringing, yeah, Jupiter brings abundance. It could also bring gifts, but make sure your financial situation is balanced enough so that you can deal with all that stuff. Yes. And what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, yeah. Okay. Mars is in your fourth house, clearing out some things, possibly in your fourth house, Taurus, cutting, severing something about your home. Maybe you're doing a home renovation and a demo, some sort, adding some more, adding a room or fixing up something in your home, or the foundation may be cracked and it needs to be worked on. Let's see, moving on. Well, the nodes have been in your 12th and 6th house, Taurus. Yes. Bringing up some things from the past, doing a lot of things from all yeah. The sun is in your 7th house, though, putting the spotlight on your partner now until the 21st of November. So your other other significant other, your colleagues or your the people your business partner could be too. And how you're negotiating. The 7th house is making negotiations also. And the Mercury in the 8th house is bringing up some deep philosophical and spiritual things from beyond. And it's could be also thinking of occult mysteries like astrology and stuff like that, Taurus. But Venus has moved just into your 9th house of foreign travel, long distance travel. The 12th house could also be, yeah, the 12th is shore, foreign shores, making back deals there. But yeah, this is like your philosophy. even though Mercury is in Sagittarius, bring the philosophical and beliefs that are deep and traumatic. Maybe traumatic things are coming up for you. You're thinking of possibly Taurus, which is brings a healing energy to you in when you dig deep and your communications and your thoughts could dig deep into the depths of your psyche. Yes, it's a psychological house to the eighth house. The ninth house, it's also other people's money. You could be also thinking of other people's money too, like credit card debts and inheritance and loans you need to pay off. Yeah. Now, Venus in the ninth house is bringing some joy to the world of God and your beliefs. And you may be finding your a love for a new belief system, philosophical belief, or even in writing uh, a blog about travel, about how things are going for you in this sector of your life, the ninth house of beliefs, God, spirituality, and higher learning. Pluto is moving out of this house too, which was bringing transformation, and move out into your 10th house, which will bring transformation to your career, your public persona. It could bring in death and rebirth to your current persona or your career. So it's bringing positive change, maybe feeling negative at first, but it brings positivity, takes out what you don't need, and replaces it with something new in your when Pluto moves into your 10th house. So yeah, also that's happened in your ninth house also. All right, so now we have Saturn and Neptune are in your 11th house. Well, the moon is here temporarily for another day, or I'm going to say, let's see. Yep, another day. The moon will move into Aries, or Mars is a sign of Aries. So we have Saturn here and Neptune and the moon temporarily here, bringing up some emotional stuff with friends, maybe some spirituality or something needs to be friends maybe becoming more testing your boundaries or your need to place boundaries on your friends, benefactors, and organizations you're affiliated with for Taurus rising. And then we have these planets, yeah, of the North Node, bringing up past life experiences, things from the past, maybe coming up with dreams that are coming into you from the past. And all right, let's move on to Gemini. Oops, wrong one. Hours. Gemini rising. Sun, moon, and stelliums. Okay. Gemini. Jupiter has been in your sign for quite a whole year now. bringing some gifts, some blessings, and everything wonderful. Santa's here for you. And I'm sure Geminis are very happy with Mercury, Jupiter here in your sign, bringing gifts and joy, abundance. Mars in your third house of Leo could be bringing some drama, some um, action into your third house of with your siblings, your public, um, your local things that are local, places that are local, um, and also your aunts, uncles, cousins, and siblings, and your neighbors. Mars here is bringing a lot of stuff into there. And okay, yes, so Mars is bringing that. Okay. A lot of drama to siblings or local things that are local, places that are local, like a grocery store or local things that are places that are local. Alrighty, now let's move on. The nodes have been going through your fifth and 11th house of creativity, your children, and bringing up a lot of these eclipses that are coming to pass. Have brought up a lot of things with children, creativity, and your friends, your benefactors, um, the money you earn from an entrepreneurial endeavor and blessings. And yeah, the 11th house brings good luck to you, but the nodes in these houses were tough to get around and negotiate with because they were squaring and other things. And yeah, boy, yeah. Yeah, so it's been a rough year for Gemini risings. But your career has been, well, yeah, we'll get back to that. We're going to go around the zodiac. The sun is in your sixth house of work. The job you do to uh the things you do for you, that like a health routine, eh, taking care of yourself. Um, it's a great time for dealing with any illness, ailments, and health issues. Starting a new health routine. That's what the sun is shining its light on, the light on right now in your sixth house. And then we have Mercury in the seventh, so actually your partner may be communicating a lot more about what they are, their philosophy, their beliefs, they may be putting their beliefs on and philosophy of their life onto you because it's opposing Jupiter. But actually, yeah, that could be a mutual thing too. You could be talking about what you need and the things that you want, and then what they need. Yeah. It's an it's a mutual reception. So it could be a shouting match, or it could be compromise of what each one needs. Now, with Venus in your eighth house, bringing up the karma, the past karmic debts, um, even every kind of debt, money debts, bank account, or your credit card debt, your debts to others. Venus is going to be making some negotiations here, taking charge, and she's not going to be enjoying this, but she's going to be looking at how your credit card statement is looking, how your uh, loans that you've taken out are dealing, how you're dealing with loans and other people's money, your spouse's money too. It could also be um delving into the occult sciences. This eighth house is very deep indeed. And Pluto's been transforming, helping transform this too. Venus is going to bring some alleviation here. Like, okay, this is what we need to do. And Capricorn is going to be like, all right, we're going to do this delicately and as best we can to make you feel more comfortable. Even though Pluto has been here to destroy and destruct and then rebuild. Yeah, Venus is here finally to help clean up that big mess when Pluto moves into your ninth house of your beliefs. It'll transform your beliefs, your religion, religious belief, your uh higher, even like transform higher learning, doing some transformation. The Tower card, death, or the death card. He is moving through your ninth house of death and rebirth. And then we have the 10th house. Well, yeah, actually, you've been focusing more on career and placing boundaries on boundaries may have been placed on you, and you're taking more responsibility for your career. And yeah, it's taking responsibility for how you want your career to be. And Neptune here has been bringing you a lot of spiritual blessings too. And well, it could be bring some delusion too, if you go to the negative side of Neptune. But those spiritual and evolved Gemini risings, your career is taking off. You may get a promotion, or gotten a promotion, and you're starting a new job where you have more responsibility, and that is really, really cool for you Gemini risings. All right. Yeah, the nodes we talked about, the 11th and the 5th. Okay. Now, Uranus in your 12th house is probably bringing up some unusual dreams and unusual revolutions to you and from your past. Maybe having some interesting, crazy weird dreams that are coming up for you, Gemini rising. Also, yeah, yeah. All right, we're halfway there. Cancer, halfway there. And yeah. All right, need to take a break. Oof, halfway there. Okay, we're at Cancer. We're starting Capricorn. Cancer rising, Sun, Moon, stelliums. For you Cancer risings, Jupiter, well, the Moon rules your planet, rules you, which every 2.5 days the Moon changes signs. Right now it's in the 9th house until the 12th when the Moon moves into the 10th house, and then for 2.5 days, and then Taurus, and then yeah, and so on. So yeah, you're ruled by the Moon. So the Moon is very changeable. It changes every 2.5 days. Well, yeah. So yeah, that's interesting to track for especially Cancer rising because you're ruled by the Moon. And where the Moon is in your chart, that's exactly the who you are, the Moon. And if you had the Sun and in Cancer and you're a Cancer rising, you are who you say you are. Or any sign, if you have the Sun in the same sign as your ascendant, you are exactly what everyone sees. You are what they get. Okay, I'm moving on. So Mars is in moving through your second house of money, of your material goods, your material resources, or any kind of resources. Could be your voice too. Actually, you're cutting and severing something or taking action. Mars takes action, especially in a fire sign. In Leo, could bring actions in dramatic ways. But yeah, actually could bring some action that's needed for you, Cancer, because yeah, Cancer, you have this is going to bring more initiative your way when Mars is in a fire sign for you. It'll bring up a lot of things in your money sector, your as I said, yeah, and your voice possibly. And then we moving on up to Libra, because there's nothing in Virgo. Mercury rules your third house of Virgo, and that's in this transiting the sixth house right now, which is making a square. Yep, making a square to, if you have anything planets in the third house, at the I would say 8th or 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th to the 14th, 14th, 15th degree of Gemini or Virgo. You're having a square here. So yeah, bringing some action. Squares light fires under you, making you take action. And it's a good thing. Squares could be good. You need squares to move and get things done. They're not terrible. It's about, yeah, actually, let's see. We have the nodes are in the North Node in your 10th house of career, public persona, your public image, how you are seen in the world at large, in the it's a very public house, where the fourth house is very private, where things are simmering here in your home, but bringing a lot of things public to you, Cancer rising, and Chiron here with Hygeia. So that's bringing some cleaning, some hygiene to a healing energy here in your 10th house of your career, your public persona. That's amazing. Awesome for you, Cancer. I love that for you. And the sun is shining on your your creativity, your children, your entrepreneurial endeavors, and risk. It's a house of risk taking too. Taking on an endeavor is a risky thing. It could work out for you, it could not. And although it's placing a spotlight here, it's Juno is going to be bringing some great things your way. Juno is a positive asteroid. Sun is shining its her light is or its light. The sun is a luminary. It's shining its light on your fifth house. So the spotlight is here on your fifth house. If you have the sun in the fifth house, it's also good for you to be creative, to maybe you're going to have a child. Cancer, possible. Mercury in your sixth house. You're probably planning or communicating or thinking about starting a health routine or doing something for yourself to alleviate or make your life better, feeling better from an ailment or illness, planning and thinking of how ways to become healthier is great for you. Venus moved into your seventh house, Cancer, of your spouse, of the other people in your life who are like could be open enemies too. So this could be actually love can come to you here that Venus moves into the seventh house. This could be about your partner. Most likely um most likely your yeah uh, most likely your husband or wife. But I think Jupiter is your wife and Venus is a oh gosh, I will have to look into that. I forgot all about that. Oops, wait a minute. Um, okay, let's see here. I need to close that out. Okay, back to the chart. Oh my gosh. And Pluto has been transforming your um the seventh house of other people, your spouse, transforming you Cancer, you have had a tough time with partners this year. Pluto is moving into Aquarius on the 19th, 20th, 18th, 19th to 20th of November. Yay. Where it's going to be transforming and clearing out the stuff that's deep in the psychological sector of your chart, your deep psyche, and yeah. So let's move on to your ninth house. Well, maybe they're taking responsibility, maybe, oh yes, moving, taking responsibility, and um, possibly Saturn's taking you on a trip to far distant lands, and Neptune is bringing abundant, or bringing the spirituality of the ninth house, of a lot of spiritual gifts to you in very powerful ways. It's Cancer rising. So, yes. You're learning. Actually, Saturn is teaching you all kinds of things in the ninth house of other people's religions, other people's cultures. And yeah, actually, Saturn's also teaching you to place what restrictions are and how they look in other cultures and religions, philosophies. All right. We went through the nodes of the 10th and the 4th house. Yes. Because we started with the south node of private, things that are private, and the 10th house, things that are public. Okay, moving on. So now Uranus in your 11th house of friends. You may have met some revolutionary friends, or joined revolutionary groups, or joined some um could be protest. You could even protesters. Cancer rising. Yeah, you could become the protesters. You'll meet protesters or friends who are friends and benefactors who are bringing revolution to a group, revolution to the an organization, protesting for a cause. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is the house of causes, the house of organizations. Uranus here is bringing up some revolution. So yeah, protesting for a cause. And then we have Jupiter here in the 12th. I did go through that. Jupiter in 12th could be bringing gifts and abundance to your past life experiences. It could bring up some things from the past that can bring benefit to you. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It could be scary, but you will learn from Jupiter too, and he will help bring those gifts to you. He'll bring a lot of downloads too. Yeah, things that are from psychic downloads, possibly too, if you're into that. Cancer rising. Yes. Oof. Yes, Cancer rising. All right, moving on to Leo and Leo rising. Sun, moon, stelliums. I have to call. Okay. Oh, Lordy. All right. Back to Leo. Leo rising, sun, moon, and stelliums. Leo rising, Mars moved into your sign, bringing some action and excitement your way, Leo. Yes. Which are you, a cat, lion? Let's hear you roar, or a kitten that meow. Oh, sorry. That was funny. Lion, yes. Hear me roar. Okay. Now, let's move on to the nodes. The South Node is in your third house of siblings, of short distance travel. So yeah, that's a difficult things bringing up in the sector of local places and short distance travels, aunts, uncles, cousins. And now, okay, now the sun is putting its spotlight on the home, on your home. Um, what's going on in your home? Are you having a good time with things? Are the things breaking down? Are there things that are needing your attention, their attention in the home or with your mother? Or the son, which is your father in the home. Okay, and then we move on to Mercury in the fifth house of creativity, your children. Actually, you may be standing up for your children, speaking for our children's rights. Could be more children in or your children. Um, t communicating and understanding what your children are going through. Could also be creative, actually talking about or thinking about a new creative project or creative outlet that's both spiritual and religious, spiritual and philosophical, possibly, or even thinking about starting an entrepreneurial business. Leo rising with Venus moving into your sixth house of career. No, I'm sorry, work and illness, health. Yeah, health issues, issues with health, like, or dealing with things that with your a job, like a job you need to do to just pay the bills instead of a career. Um, so yeah, Venus is going to bring some benefit your way after Pluto's made its destruction and or death and rebirth into your sixth house. Venus is here to clean up that mess and fix the problems and clear out anything. And when Pluto moves into your seventh house, Pluto will be doing its job in this sector of your seventh house. And November 19th, 18th or 19th, something like that, around there. I will show you the movements of the planets and how long Venus will be in each sign at the end. So yeah, we will do that. I'm doing all signs first. So yeah, here you go. And now in the eighth house, Saturn, Neptune and the moon were here on the 11th. Now moved into the ninth. Yeah. But yeah, this is bringing up some deep spiritual awakening, a deep psychological responsibilities, and actually possibly bringing some delay or responsibility to what has been going on for you in your psychological deep dive into your psyche. Could also be that you're looking into astrological things to help you in this. And it also could be other people's money, inheritance, and the eighth house is a big, wide, has many concepts to think of. And yeah, all the houses do, actually. Yeah. The sixth house could even be pets. You could bring a new pet. The sixth house, Venus could bring a new pet that you love, a loving pet your way. And now this eighth house, okay, the ninth house then is the north node. We went through the north node and the south node of the third and the ninth already. So that's probably long distance travel that you would need to that'll bring some healing to you in some long distance travel or higher learning or philosophy, new philosophy on life, which is very healing and can bring some hygienic things to you in this way. Yeah, you'll learn other ways, other hygienic ways, things of probably herbalism or some philosophical religion or spiritual practices, which will be great for you, Leo risings. And Uranus in your 10th house is going, well, Uranus is bringing some craziness to you in your 10th house of your career, your public status, your public persona. And then Jupiter is bringing abundance and gifts to you from your friends, benefactors, and bringing you the gifts from the work you've done through the 9th, the 10th to the 11th house. So the 9th is learning something, and then the career is unusual, or we're bringing some shock and awe or a revolutionary idea to your career. And then Jupiter, well, is bringing those that abundance to you and bringing those gifts. Sun is here in your 11th house. Yes. Leo. Okay. Moving on to Virgo. Virgo, sun, moon, rising, and stelliums. Virgo, especially rising sign. Well, the nodes were going through your second and eighth house, having to do with money, other people's money, your bank account, other people's bank accounts, debt, taxes, even yeah. So that's basically that. Bringing something new to the eighth house, maybe an inheritance too, or bringing up some new debt healing that debt, a karmic debt also. And there's healing bringing to the second house of money. Well, the healing is happening in here. And so, yeah, just be sure that you're balancing your checkbook and your money and other people's money and your credit card accounts. Virgo. Okay. The sun is the spotlight is in your third house. Sun is shining bright in your third house. Maybe not see, but it's shining there in the third house of your siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, short distance travel. Yes. So yeah, actually there's bringing a light there that needs to be brought to attention. And that's going to happen until the sun moves into Sagittarius, where we're on in the fourth house, looking in the home. All right, Mercury in your fourth house. Well, maybe talking to your mother, or talking, or like, you're like, or you're talking and you find yourself your mother's voice coming through you in your home. It's like, oh my gosh, I just sounded like my mother. And or the with Mercury in the fourth house, you could be talking about something about the home, about your family. So yeah, family, home, mother, and yes, inherited and ancestral line. Okay, now Venus in the fifth house is bringing some beneficial energy, creative, earthy energy your way. Gardening could be a hobby of yours with Venus in the fifth house. Or Venus could be bringing some beauty and, well, Capricornian energy too, like starting to be more, okay, taking charge of what's going on in with your children or your creative projects. Maybe you'll have a child when Venus is in the fifth house. And Pluto has been transforming that house, and it's going to be moving into the sixth house of your health routine and transforming that. Excuse me. Now you have Saturn and Neptune in the seventh house, which has been there for a while, bringing spirituality from your partner and restriction possibly from your partner. Responsibility. Your partner has been more responsible and bringing some spiritual gifts, or he or she may have been a little delusional about something. Neptune on the other side of the coin. And then we bring some healing into the eighth house of your psyche, your other people's money, your inheritance, a healing through. I would buy a lottery ticket, maybe. Virgo. Virgo, yeah, actually, maybe could buy a lottery ticket if you want to. Because Venus is here in gambling and fun and games and chance. And yeah, this eighth house is bringing some healing and hygienic things your way to the eighth house of other people's money, karmic debts, and even credit card debt, all kinds of debt to you. And now, okay, Virgo rising, we have Uranus the planet of awe, shock and awe, and revolution in your ninth house of religion, philosophy, of the house of God, the bringing change to the way you think about your life, about how other people's cultures, other people's lives. The ninth house is other cultures than yourself. Also, the third house is a is a aunts, uncles, cousins. So actually, the ninth house is obviously how other people's lives and their culture is. The third house is your culture. The ninth house is other people's cultures and foreign travels, foreign lands. And the third house is familiar. The ninth house is things that are unfamiliar to you. Also, Virgo rising. So this is bringing some shock and awe and revolution to you. Is like, oh, interesting. I didn't know that this culture did that, or this philosophy about this philosophy. Something changed in you when you find these things out. Okay, on to the next. Jupiter is in your 10th house, bringing you the gifts and prizes and everything, abundance that you deserve in your career, Virgo rising. Absolutely. And then now Mars is bringing up some, well, Mars could bring up some turbulent things in your dreams or from the past, bring up some things from your past. Also, Virgo. Okay. Or in your dreams. Actually, you can have violent dreams too. Virgo rising. Oof. Okay. On to our Libra. Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Libra, especially rising sign. The nodes have been in your first and seventh house for quite some time. You've been changing your personality, thinking about you and about your significant other, and bringing healing to your significant other, or your significant other maybe bringing healing to you. I would say that would be the latter. Yeah, your partner is bringing healing and energy and hygiene things to you, helping you, lift you up, and vice versa. Because the south node is, yes, I know this, and this is new. The north node is learning something new about your partner. And then we have the sun shining his light in your second house of money, finance, and yeah, your resources and your the skills and talents you have, shining a light on those. You are very, very talented, and shows here with the sun in Scorpio. Bring shining light on your talents, skills, and your voice. Now, the third house of your siblings, you probably were talking more to siblings, aunts, uncles, and cousins. This could also be like thinking about them, talking to them, yes, being close to your younger sister. I would say this is your younger sister. The 11th is your older sister. So a year, or one old year, one older than a sister, one older than you, and a younger brother or sister older and younger than you. Even, yeah, an older brother or sister, 11th house, younger brother or sister, 3rd house. Talking to younger siblings or siblings in general too. Venus is moved into your 4th house. Venus is very bringing some love, joy, and strict. Well, yes, Capricorn can be strict, but making sure that the everything is in order, although that's a Virgo too. All earth signs are very orderly. They like to, well, in this case, it's initiate love. The Venus is an initiative sign of Capricorn. So initiates, takes charge, pioneering, yeah. Taking charge of the home. Pluto was here to causing death and rebirth of the home. So yeah, you're refurbishing or redoing the home. Now the 6th house was Saturn and Neptune. Brings more responsibility to your career, your job, your health routines, things you need to do to take care of you. Being responsible for your health, being responsible for what you need to do for you to just survive and be. The 6th house is pets too, so this could be being more responsible for a pet, and it could be very spiritual or delusional too. That this Neptune in the 6th house could bring that up also, of pets and all that. Now the 7th house we spoke about. The 8th, Uranus well, actually, you may be bringing up some things from traumatic that are deep in your psyche that you have not thought of. It's revolutionary. It's bringing shock and awe to your 8th house, even other people's money, or you could get a shock and awe, surprise of an inheritance possible. And that is possible. Or just paying or like, yeah, getting an unexpected bill from the tax, from the IRS, or could be from your credit card bill that you forgot that you had. You're like, oh, yeah, right. Okay, yes. That's Uranus in the 8th house. Jupiter is Jupiter is happy here in the 9th house, bringing abundance to your to cultural things, and religions, philosophy, bringing some joy, bring some abundance. Some gift is being presented, maybe given, or gifts are sent to you. Santa Claus is in town in the 9th house, let's just say. And then we move on to the 10th. Nothing in there. The moon is ruled by the 10th house. So you might be feeling very content in your social status, your public persona, and your career. You'll be very comfortable there, possibly. And Mars is in your 11th house of friends, benefactors, and yeah, Mars could be cutting and severing, also bringing action, and maybe you'll be going out with friends more or something like this. Or cutting and severing friendships. Okay. Scorpio, well, Sun has been in your sign. Happy birthday to you until November 20th, because the sun is shining on you. Oh, it's all about you, Scorpio rising right now. You may be talking about your finances and your bills and your money. Your might not bills, but your money, your bank account. Um, you'll be talking a lot. Your voice will be more philosophical and spiritual and Sagittarian for sure. Very optimistic, talking about optimism could be also like your things that you talk about could be like it's in detriment. So Mercury could be also exaggerating something too, but yeah. Mercury is sort of like the trickster, and it's doubled because yeah, he's this also the psychopomp in your second house of money. Your voice, you may be talking a big deal, but actually it's not all bad. It's not bad. Uh, because it's trying to Mars, making a trine to, well, not anymore. Actually, it's out of its trine. That's true. Never mind. It's a weak trine now. But money situations are high on your bucket list right now. Think thoughts of your money, thoughts of your resources. Yes. And it's your voice talking, communicating about it. Venus is in your third house. Venus bringing some love and um initiating, maybe you're initiating the into your relation, into your local environment. You're you may be getting involved, more in touch with your aunts, uncles, cousins, and people in your local neighborhood. Now that Pluto's uprooted all that and brought something new, Venus is here to bring abundance, bring some benefits to what has been destroyed and renewed from Pluto to this is something new. Something new is coming to you with Venus in your third house. A new, maybe a renewed um, encounter with an aunt, uncle, or a cousin, or a sibling, or siblings, or some local, something that's local or familiar to you that you may have lost is coming back in a new way, or you get a new um, neighbor or something like that. Yeah. Um, the fourth, Aquarius. Saturn rules Aquarius, depending on where you have Saturn, but yeah. Saturn's placement here is in the fifth house. Oh, it's an aversion. Yeah. But, Saturn in the fifth house is bringing a lot of restriction, some responsibility too, some boundaries to children with children, creative projects. Although Neptune here is bringing some spirituality into these creative projects, and your children are may bring some uh spirituality to you in some way. A godchild, or yeah, possibly. All right, now the sixth house. Well, I know that the 12th house is bringing up some things from the past. These eclipses have been bringing up things from the past, things you need to do that you need to do for you and nobody else but you. Bringing you healing and hygienic things that are hygienic your way. It's a very healing time for you personally. And the things from the past that are coming up are just about to be that are coming up for you, are bringing up a very healing time for you from the 6th and the 12th house. All right. Oh wait. The 7th, Uranus, bringing some shock and awe or a revolution from a significant other. Something unexpected in your 7th house. Sorry. Something unexpected may happen, causing some shock and awe, or a revolution. Or you're going to get like an aha moment of like, oh, okay, yes, this is not what I want a relationship to look like, or this is like, oh, this is what I want a relationship to look like. And yeah, the Uranus in the 7th. Surprise, and yeah, I would wait until Uranus moves into the 8th house for relationship. Although January is a good time, when in the middle of January, when the nodes shift into the 5th and your 11th house, you will have fun with friends and casual relationships. So, alrighty, moving on. 8th, Jupiter in the 8th house is bringing gifts to you and deepening your understanding of your psyche, bringing abundance, and yeah, actually you probably taking care of other people's money, other people's values. Yeah, seeing other people for between your values and their values, or others' values and your values. Because, yeah, Mercury is your values, how you view things, and how others have other values. So, yeah, this is also values also. And also occult studies, yeah, deep psychological things Then we move from the ninth house. We have not much here, but the vertex, that's the part of fortune. That's a mathematical point. The vertex doesn't have to be in your ninth house. It could be pretty much anywhere. Mars is in your 10th house of career. You're sort of like in the spotlight. You're maybe cutting and severing something from your public persona, or you're taking action to elevate your public persona in some way. Could be dramatically, or even Mars in Leo is Leos are very loyal, and Mars is bringing some action to loyalty and being in the spotlight of your career on the top of your game, taking action in your career and public persona. And that's it for Scorpio. We have Mercury rules your 11th house of friends, benefactors. Venus rules your 12th house, and Venus is in the third. So Mercury could be bringing, benefactors may be bringing some money for you from the 11th, if you have planets in the 11th, and they go to the 12th, from Mercury, ruled by Mercury in the second. Wow. So money from friends, benefactors, and entrepreneurial endeavors that generate money for you. Ooh, nice. Cool. Nice. And then Venus from the third house. So, this could be bringing up some things from your past with siblings or neighbors, because Pluto went through here, and Venus is the fairy godmother, cleaning out everything that's happened, making it all better for you, Scorpio rising. All right. And finally, but not least, and Sagittarius. This is me also, and I'm also Sagittarius rising. So we have Mercury here in our first house, Sagittarius rising, Sun, Moon, stellium. Well, yes, Sagittarius. You're probably talking a lot. And Venus has moved out of your first house of looking good, you're feeling good, and now it's in the second house of money, where Pluto has been, Venus is the fairy godmother, clearing out everything that Pluto has destroyed and renewed in its path, bringing new abundant things to you in your second house of money, your voice, your resources. Mercury in the first house. Yeah, you're talking about yourself. I'm not really talking about myself, but you could. So this Saturn rules your second. Okay, Jupiter rules your first house. Saturn rules the second and third, because Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. Jupiter also rules your fourth house. of your home. So Sagittarius, we'll go through this sign by sign. Yeah. So um and then Saturn is in your fourth house, which rules your second and third. Transiting your fourth house of home, bringing more responsibility and um, some boundaries to your home. Sagittarius rising, and some spirituality to your home. You may be like uh burning. I know I've been burning sage since Tuesday. And yeah, see, it's yeah, thinking of yeah, what's happened, what's going on, what okay, yeah. Thoughts about you, and then now thoughts about and then joy, love of your resources, the talents, gifts, and talents, and skills is here to bring some abundance your way in those things for you, even more so. And then we move to the fifth house where we have these. The north node has been transiting through your fifth house, bringing something healing and to your career endeavors or your hobbies and creative um, outlets, maybe even children. Uranus is bringing some shocking and revolutionary things to your health issues. So it's like, yeah, Uranus is like, yeah, actually could be like, a revolutionary idea of for a health routine or something to do with an ailment that comes to you and like, okay, I'm going to do this every day. It's like a spiritual practice for you, or it could be a practice of or routine practice that you take every day for just for you to deal with. And it could bring shocking surprises and revolution your way in your sixth house. You maybe even be surprised even getting a pet. You may get a pet. I didn't get a pet, but you could actually. Aquarius in the sixth house could you could be surprised by uh, a pet just showing up. Maybe here's a pet at your front door. Or coming to you. And then we have Jupiter is bringing very much abundance to your partner and gifts to your partner. That will be when your partner is happy, you're happy. So that's a good thing. I know this actually. I've been doing a lot. My partner has been coming first for me. And all right, Mars in your ninth house of other long distance travel, um, other people's the other cultures. The ninth house is the house of philosophy. Maybe you're changing your philosophy on life or a belief system that no longer serves you, cutting and severing that away from your spiritual practice, your belief system. This is also a spiritual practice and higher learning something that from this Mars transit through the ninth house. We don't have any planets in the 10th, but Mercury rules your 10th house of communication and the 10th house is your career. So it could be very organized, and it's in your first Mercury's in your first house, so you can become more organized in your thoughts and what you're thinking and bringing people together in a well, yeah, actually you could bring people together in your career sector, in your um social, in your person, in your public image, the image you present to the world when you go out into the world of your career. And it could be even in with your 11th house. If you have the MC in your 11th house, like I do, you'll bring people together to learn and expand their thinking and things happening to other people, because it's not, this is, yeah, with Jupiter here, it's about other people, your clients, your business partner, and yeah, so bringing abundance to, and this rules the 10th. Jupiter in Gemini rules the 10th and the 11th house. So yeah, abundance to clients and learn, and yeah, that's well, yeah. The nodes are bringing, well, these nodes were bringing something to you through friends, benefactors, and stuff like that. And now that the sun is in your 12th house, bringing up, maybe you're like having very prophetic dreams, or bringing up some um, something from your past is coming up for you. And yeah, so that's all I have for you, Sagittarius rising. And now I'm going to share with you, uh, I'm going to share with you. I'm going to stop my share, and I'm going to share with you the um, I'm going to take out some of these planets so that we don't need to see them, and I just want to see the transits for the sun, Mercury, well, Venus, Mars, Pluto. And yeah, I'm going to share with you those right now. And hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we are. Hello. All right. So I have the sun, okay, this, yeah. All right, let's start with Mars. Then we have Pluto, Venus, and the sun. And I'm going to move these ahead. Let's try in weeks first. Let's see which planet moves first. Actually, Pluto will in a day's time. Yes, like the 19th, the 20th, or the 20th, depending on where you are in the world. Pluto moves into Aquarius. All right, let's keep going until we get to the sun next. On the 22nd, the sun moves into Sagittarius and keep going until okay. All right, well, December 7th, I think. Is that when Venus moves into Aquarius? Yes, December 7th. Venus moves into Aquarius, and they're both going to be opposed Mars on December 7th. Bringing up some things. Yeah, okay. And then let's keep going when Mars, because Mars is retrograde now. Yes. So when did Mars retrograde exactly? Oops. Mars retrogrades the exact same time Venus moves into Aquarius. Mars is retrograde now. Interesting. Let's try to see exactly. Venus is there. Yeah. Mars is retrograde. Yes. On December 6th, actually. All right. Wow. And then Mars goes back into Cancer. Oops. Mars goes back into Cancer on January 6th. Is retrograde. And Venus is in Pisces by January 6th. Before then. But yeah. Venus moves into Pisces on January 2nd or so. January 2nd, 3rd. Yeah. Depending on where you are, Venus moves into Pisces. All right. Wow. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you right now. So, yes, Mars is going retrograde in that time. And so, thank you for watching. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian. And actually, if you're new here, thank you for watching and
if you're new, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know that when I post new content. And to my 106 subscribers, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching and being so loyal to me, and take care. And God bless you. And from my heart to yours, have a wonderful rest of this year. And I will be back with another video next week. Bye, everybody.